Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Okay, here we go.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants' first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Hey, why shift, Max? Out we go.
On the option right, it's Jones. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, hey. Adriana Lima.
But Jones going to keep this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Half jumbo.
Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Tracy going to get it on first down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Goldfish.
He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, Tipton. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Off play action. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Goal cutter, goal cutter, goal cutter. Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Seibert on for the PAT. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Williams. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bears had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing is Williams. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
On 2nd and goal, Jones under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Lawrence Cager, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check out.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Go trap, go trap.
To the air, Williams. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On the give, it's Tracy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Hustler. Bama. Don Capers.
Off play action, Jones sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Ooh, the juke. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd down and a yard. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Williams. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On the return, Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
South salad. South. Half 88. Half 88.
Looking to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Great. Up we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. In motion, the tight end. On first and 10, it's Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Timberland. Here we go. Out we go.
Back to throw now on first down. That one taken in by Neighbors. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ladybug. Rita.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On the move to his left.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Tracy.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the 41, Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
A partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants have widened the gap now to 50 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First carry now for Pierre Strong.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, Scarborough, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Second and 10.
In motion comes the tight end left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game,
They're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. .36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Okay, here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there at 22.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here we go, hey.
Jones now. Off play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? 79 Bronco.
Looking to throw. Williams. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we could see this thing pile up as we go on.
In motion, Slayton.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escapes the sack. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Cockroach. Cadence, lock in the cadence.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Okay, here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Half.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Half 88, half 88, half 88.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Don Capers.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well.